Just a few quick words on the UK's position post-Brexit and our strength in any negotiation. It's very interesting that the UK backed the US in its refusal to sign the International AI Declaration. This may surprise you. I think that's actually a genius move at this point, but it's a regretful move. Okay, because we got Europe on one side and we backed the US. Now we're backing the US to try and curry favour with their President Trump, who will feel a different way on a different moment at a different date. But the one way he's definitely going to feel is opposition to somebody who's coming from a position of weakness. And this is why it's regretful that we are outside of a European bloc, which will give the US something to think about. But with nothing to think about, we are in a weaker position, which is the position of weakness that the UK finds itself in, not just in AI. So we have no bargaining power with the US. We have very little, if any, bargaining power with the bloc of Europe, because that's what a customs union is. It's a bloc of economic power. So they're stronger together than they are apart. And then it's us and the rest of the world. Now, in terms of the deals that we managed to get, at best, we managed to match what Europe got, right? So when we're trading with Europe, we still got tariffs. So when we're trading with US, it's going to be worse overall because we're not in the bloc. But for the rest of the world, at best, we would have got the same as if we're in Europe. But there's other times where we get worse. So basically, our trading position is much worse now than what it was. But fundamentally, in trying to curry favour and have something to bargain with the US, for example, then we have to back them on things which are not necessarily in our interests. Now, if we were part of Europe, I'm pretty certain that we'd be back in Europe because we'd be part of that union for the mutual benefit of all. But outside of that and isolated and alone, we do not have the autonomy that we hoped we would have. In Brexit, it's very much the opposite. Okay, so I think we're still sixth power in the world in terms of finances and economic power, so we're not some nothing weight. But when it comes to the big boys, we needed to be part of a customs union to have any weight in that negotiation. So welcome to autonomy. The autonomy of having to follow the big boys instead of heading up the collection of big boy countries as part of Europe. We were one of the main founders. And now we're outside of it. We're just yes men. We've got to follow the trend.